Hello, this is Joe Rosen, president and founder of Parkinson's Resource Organization, and we're here again to bring to you things to know right now. Ever since I started this organization 30 plus years ago, I was always looking for therapies or products or services that could inure to the benefit of the quality of life of people with Parkinson's and their caregivers. And these particular items have been coming my way for the 30 years. And it warms my heart to think that people are finding us because we are the distributors of this type of information among the Parkinson's world or into the Parkinson's world with an outreach of over 90,000 today in 2020, no less, which is really incredible. Today, we're going to focus on a product that to me was totally amazing when I learned about it. I know the value of it because A, I tried it, but B, the brainstem in our system is what coordinates the motor signals that are sent from the brain to the rest of the body. And those signals control breathing, blood pressure, swallowing, walking, stability. These are big issues in Parkinson's. And so today I'm delighted to present to you a young man, Stan Esecson. So Stan, welcome to our format today. And I am so excited to hear from you to tell our audience about a product that you have that can benefit people with Parkinson's and their quality of life.
Thanks, Joe. It really is a pleasure to be here with you. And you're right, I did find you guys about a month or so ago. I found you online. I found you as a resource for Parkinson's. And the product that we have, I just knew if I had the opportunity to meet with you, you were going to flip, because it's sort of one of those products that when you first hear about it, your inclination is, come on, this is just a magic trick. This can't.
I almost threw it out as well because of the name. And I thought, oh my goodness gracious, why would somebody choose this long name? But it's amazing. So yes, I'm so pleased that we took the time together to meet and now to see some of the benefits of this. Carry on.
Yeah, and so the nice part is it's a pair of socks. And I know how crazy that sounds. And I know how a lot of the people in the audience, they've heard a lot of things over the years, and they've heard a lot of promises, and they've gone down a lot of rabbit holes, trying in good faith to come up with answers, to come up with ways of improving quality of life for people who are dealing with Parkinson's. And all I can tell you is when they try this product, they are going to be truly amazed, because unlike a lot of other things that are out there, I tell people, we're not trying to change your meds. We're not trying to change your diet. We're not trying to change your lifestyle. We're just trying to change your socks. It does not get any simpler than that. And let me tell you a little bit about what the sock is. I mean, think about it.
And when you finish, Stan, I'm going to tell them what I know about it as to how it affected me. Okay, carry on.
So it's a pair of socks. And again, they come in all different colors, all different sizes, all different styles. If you like the short athletic sock, we've got short athletic socks. If you like, a tall wool, beautiful, warm sock, we've got those. The secret to our technology is right here. If you look closely, you'll see an orange pattern that looks like a fingerprint. That's our technology. There's no magnets, there's nothing electrical. It literally is a pattern that is woven into the sock. We also make the same technology in an insole. You can just take out the insole that's in your shoe, put in our insole. If you look at the bottom of our insole, there's the pattern again. It looks like a fingerprint. And I'm sure some of your audience members are attorneys, or they're married to an attorney. There you go. And so this is a fascinating story. The reason our technology looks like a fingerprint is our attorneys. They told us, they said there's two ways to protect our intellectual property. We can file for patent protection, in which case we've got to draw it on the patent, we've got to explain it, we've got to publish it for the world to see. And unfortunately, we'd be spending most of our time and money in court trying to defend the patents.
Yes.
The second way to protect intellectual property, you keep it a secret. Like the formula for Coca-Cola, it's not patented, it's a secret. The recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken, I bet you know there's 11 secret herbs and spices in their recipe. So we kept our pattern a secret, we hid it behind the fingerprint, and then we copyrighted it. So according to the attorneys, if anybody does try to rip it off, not only is it an international copyright violation, it's identity theft. And so people have said, you know, that's really clever. It's an added layer of protection. But the bottom line is exactly how it works is still somewhat a mystery. Up until COVID, I was traveling a lot. Every month I would go to 2 or 3 different medical conferences. The very last one I got to do was in March down in New Orleans. It was called ABI 2020. It was mostly neurologists and other specialists in the neurological field from all over the world come in once a year for this event. They love this because they, first of all, they're brilliant and they're looking for solutions. And neurologists are the first to tell you there is more they do not know about the brain than they do know about the brain. So that's why I tell people, just try it. You know, there is literally no risk.
But I think you have something that you can share with us this morning by way of video on some people that it actually worked on or worked with or for. And if you can you share those? Can you share at least one of those videos?
Yeah. Okay, so for instance, this lady actually had a stroke, a massive stroke 28 years ago. Walks with a cane, very unstable. I'm doing a little demonstration of balance. So I've asked her to stand up straight, arms by her side, and try not to tip. And I stand next to her and I'm trying to tip her over. And obviously you see how easy it is for me to tip her over. You'll see her stroke was on her left side. She's now standing on the insoles. Literally, I cannot budge her when she is on the insoles. That's called lateral stability. Now I'm asking her to put her feet together in between the insoles, stand up straight, fist over fist in front of her chest. You'll see I haven't even touched her yet. She can't stand unassisted with her feet together. So now she's settled in. I'm just going to press down on her fist. You'll see how she falls forward. Now I'm just going to move the insoles together. She steps on the insoles. And I mean, she is rock solid. And just look at the smile on her face. This truly was a minute that changed the quality of her life. And that's
the amazing part of that, Stan, is that when people see that, they think it's a joke or that it's fake or, you know, how can that be? But I must tell you, this is not the first time that someone has done that to me. You know, you and I have talked about the TMJ aspect of how that can create imbalance, etc., and how that same technology that you used in tipping that person can be done in the oral cavity. And it's just amazing and incredible to see. But it also is so the patented part of the sock somehow must go through the bloodstream to get to the brain to tell it something, or vice versa.
Not the bloodstream. We're actually using the central nervous system.
Thank you. I didn't. Yes. Okay.
Right. Right. And so, yeah. So what's happening is
brainstem would have been my word. Yes.
Yep. Yes. So all over the body, we have neuroreceptors. People sometimes think of the skin as just the covering of the body. It is so much more. The skin is the largest organ in the body. There are all different types of receptors in the skin, because if you think about it, touch, heat, right? Sensation, vibration, sound, we hear things. And again, our arm can start shaking when we hear a very loud noise. We touch a hot object. Again, all of those things are built into us. So they're all over your body. So if you think about it, our socks and insoles are touching the bottom of your foot. But I also showed you we make a little patch. And we've got a patch that's about 1.5 inches square. The patch is designed to go on other parts of the body. It elicits exactly the same neuro response. And the way we describe it is, if you think about an ant, and an ant is walking on your arm, an ant has legs, and each of those legs is in a slightly different position with a slightly different amount of pressure. That's sort of what our system is doing. An analogy I can give you is, if you have a garage door opener and you're sitting in your driveway, you press the button, what happens? Your garage door opens, because we've got the right code. But if you go to your neighbor's driveway and you press your garage door opener, nothing happens. His door does not open. One of the truly fascinating things about our inventor and our product, this code that he created is the same code for every human on the planet. This will work for you just like it'll work literally for every single one of your viewers with the same pattern. So it's really incredible.
It works for me. Two things I want to add here. One, I work out regularly, and
Yep.
I like the former or late Chief Justice. I do the plank. I can actually get to it and do a whole minute plank. When I put socks on, though, it strengthened me in whatever capacity, that instead of getting tired at 1 minute doing the plank, I was actually there at 1 minute 4 seconds and still could have gone. So I know what it did for me personally. The second thing I'd like to say is that I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but on your website, you have videos more than just the lady with the stroke. You have videos of a man with Parkinson's, or even maybe more than one man. So after today's discussion with you, I would really like everybody to consider going to the Wellness Village on our website. And I know that we will have the URL at the bottom of this video. Go to the Wellness Village on our website. You can even in the search bar just type in the word socks, and you will get to seoursocks.com, and you will see some of the videos with Stan involved in them. And I think you need to learn about this, and there is a way, going to his website from the Wellness Village, to make your order. Is it one size fits all?
No, we've got multiple sizes ranging from extra small to extra large in most of the socks. The insoles come in a couple of different sizes, and they are trimmed to fit. And again, the other nice thing is 30-day money back guarantee on every pair we have ever sold. So forget about wondering, well, what if it doesn't work? First of all, I'm here to tell you it's going to work. Second of all, I'm here to tell you my phone rings every day, and it's people just calling to say, thank you for telling me about these socks. Inevitably, the next few words out of their mouth, something to the effect of, you're not going to believe what just happened to my fill in the blanks, my sister, my mother, my brother, my spouse, my grandma, my grandkid. And so, yes, we're triggering in the basic of it, we're triggering a neuro response. We are enhancing proprioception. We are, in a lot of cases, also helping to reduce pain. Because if you think about it, all pain is in the brain. And that's what we're doing. And for those in the audience who are familiar with EEGs, electroencephalograms, We have thousands of EEGs that have been done that instantly show a change in Brodmann area activity in the brain the moment our socks come in contact with your foot.
Well, we know we're going to hear more from you because you will be presenting at the village meetings. And we also know that you participate in the roundtable meetings that we have. So you don't get a lot of time there, but it's enough time for somebody to ask you a question or for you to answer someone's response to something. So for you that are listening today on things to know right now, this is one of them. This is something you want to know about right now because it can create quality of life for you today or once you get the socks. The other thing that Stan was going to say to you that he neglected to so far because we didn't not giving him enough time is when people call him, they're not just making these statements about how the socks help him, they're asking for more socks. Like me, you throw them in the washer and you don't want to keep washing the socks all the time. So having 5 pairs of socks or 7 pairs of socks might be beneficial to those that use these all the time. Stan, you may have other things to add today, but our time is up. And so I just want to, welcome you to the Wellness Village. No, first I want to thank you for bringing this product to us and allowing us and helping us share it with the Parkinson's world. Then I want to welcome you to the Wellness Village and thank you for coming into our lives. Doing what we do, the mission of making sure that no one is isolated because of Parkinson's. And here's another way that we're doing enhancing their lives, making sure they feel supported and cared for and elevated through this journey. Thank you, Sudan, from the bottom of my heart.